you at a party, you got invited by somebody, and then the room shifts. What exactly is going to make you leave the room?
Yeah, bro, I'm not at this point in my life.
What's going to make you leave the room?
Hey, I'm out the way, bro. I'm out the way.
Once I see you pull out your mans, I'm out.
Right.
I'm out.
Yeah,
Which, like we cool, bro.
When the old heads come out the gym and they just, hey, fam, I'm putting my headphones. Don't say nothing to me in here, man.
Hey, Q. When are you leaving the party?
So when am I leaving the party? In certain situations, if I get invited to a party and then all of a sudden go left, I'll read the room first to make sure it's going to a certain left for me to go right.
But what if you don't see it coming?
Yeah, what if you don't see it
What if
coming?
you don't see it coming? The party's the cocktail party up until all of a sudden you see the waiters come out with their shit out.
Oh, that's when it's time to go. That's what's trying to evacuate the premises. They pull out the astral glide. I got to slide.
Oh shit! They gonna watch. If we gonna BT Plus, they adding the girl. I'll do Amanda Seals.
You gonna do Seals?
You do Seals?
Yeah, I think she funny. She get some insight.
She gets some man. She be going too wild. You ever really like?
Nigga, you go too wild.
No, have you ever really heard her stories?
Yeah. Look at we'll have to kind of nip some shit in the bud, do some editing. But her,
we do that now. What we talking about?
Motherfuckers, you know, it's a lot of shit that get. I ain't gonna lie. I say some wild shit.
That gets
yeah.
Man, you
YouTube,
think the stuff that we release is wild?
YouTube, we've been banned.
Yeah.
Nah, her.
I like. I don't know if y'all listen to her. Gina Views.
Yeah.
Gina Views is my favorite.
Yeah,
like
I fuck with her.
host, like one of my favorite hosts right now.
Yeah,
She's funny as shit.
Yeah, she's funny as shit.
I think she can blend in while giving the opposite perspective on shit.
But it's crazy. Someone asked me. It's one of my regulars, and most of our clientele is women here anyway. And I didn't know a lot of them subscribe to our podcast.
Oh, really?
Hold
on. Since they subscribe to our podcast, we introduce ourselves. This is boy Yallah Mo in the building.
Oh man, it's a new dude, you know.
It's a new dude every fucking week.
It's a new every week, man. And it's like, you know, oh man, it was a nigga on Facebook that called me Zeisty.
Wow.
You know what?
Hold on, before
Instagram
you get
or
it.
Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook.
One of them two.
Well, introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself, then we go back to that.
Mr. Your mama think I'm Zeisty, nigga. Shut up. It's your boy Chopps in the building. Fuck you.
It's your boy Larry HOTT, a.k.a. I ain't cutting no more bitches
Off. And what's the name of this podcast, fellas?
Fuck you, zesty ass nigga.
So what was the comment? What was the comment?
I think we got to review that because I think you might be taking it the wrong way.
Nah, nigga,
I don't think you read
that.
Nah, I looked at it a couple of times. I'm like,
nah, I was the only one talking in that clip. I didn't listen to that clip. I didn't listen to talking.
So look,
Go back
to what you said.
What was the clip?
It was when he was saying that he went to a baby shower and the guy was acting all tough. And this
So you think you're talking about the nigga in the story?
It could have been.
Hold on. So let's see. You said it was on TikTok.
It could have been because at first I was like, then I'm like,
he called Chopps Zeisty. Now we gotta go find this nigga.
Hey, if it was that, it was that. But I had thought about it like,
hey, homie, if you ever see this clip, put in the comments of what you was talking about.
Exactly. Right.
So I'll read it. So I'm going through it all of a sudden because I think either Instagram or TikTok put on the review. So I look at it. I said, laugh out loud, zesty ass nigga, knowing he came from
raised by his mother.
Raised by his mama. Yeah. So I said, what kind of fucking shit is this?
Right.
I was like, zesty. I ain't say no. I said, okay. Either
I think
nigga.
it was on the gram though.
I think it was TikTok. I think it was TikTok.
See.
I was like, and I don't care about shit like that. Like, I don't give a fuck.
People gonna say what they gonna say.
Yeah, but no, like I'm saying, like sometimes when TikTok and shit review are saying, I'll clear all that shit. Like, nah, this what you posted, cool. That shit don't bother me.
Did we have to go back to something? Did I miss something? You was talking about? Did you?
No, I was saying, I had a couple customers.
Yeah, there we go.
So a lot of our female customers here, they follow our podcast. And I had one here actually this past Friday. She said, I was scrolling through my TikTok and y'all came on my algorithm. I was like, oh, bad, cool. I follow y'all. Appreciate it. She said, y'all be saying some shit sometimes. But she said, always come from a male's perspective. I said, because we dudes.
Yeah.
I said, I can't speak from a female's perspective because I'm not a female.
Right.
But, you know, so she said, y'all should have more women guests on there. I said, we working on it. We working on it.
Yeah.
So, y'all, you know what? I'll be a good host.
That's how that was.
I was like, oh.
That's all that was. They got nothing to do with nothing. They just want to be a part of the show.
Hell nah. Man. I was like, no. I said, okay, cool. I said, you know, you got your own podcast? No. You should start one. You should start one. And maybe down the line, you know.
Down the line, we can communicate.
You know.
Add as a guest.
We might have you as a guest and whatever. But, nah, I think we good. But, you know, if we got bought out and they say y'all need a female host, I know a couple who I want.
So you said Amanda Seals. I said Gina Views. You said what?
You gonna say somebody crazy?
Let me see.
You gonna say Just Hilarious?
Hell no.
Nah, I ain't gonna say Just Hilarious.
Who the fuck? No, I'm gonna say that.
Who the fuck Just Hilarious?
No, I can't say that. It's not even real. I can't even say that. I can't. It sounds funny, but I can't say shit like that.
I get
That's crazy. How many people?
I get Miss B Nasty.
Real shit. I fuck with you with that one.
Man, that's pretty. Yeah.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
I fuck with you with that one, brother.
And I ain't even talking about on that time, but
Nah,
I think she'll get wild.
She'll get wild on here.
Yeah.
She'll get wild on here. I'll go with that one. She can sit right here. This section always empty right here. So y'all cool. She can sit right here, you know.
Speaking of nasty, let's get this out the way. Hot topic for the week, for the next 4 weeks, for the next 6 weeks. The Diddy Trial. Do y'all need a brief rundown, or y'all have initial thoughts?
Go ahead and run it down.
Run this shit down.
So you guys definitely know about the assault. So they
Right.
went over that a bunch of times. She also stated at one point, after they broke up, he came to her house and as far as the freak-offs or the FOs, and which the highlight of that was at one point at the end of certain freak-offs, the diddler requests the man's juice to be rubbed on his nipples.
Some cocoa shit?
Yeah, so he would even check if a guy.
Okay, I'm done.
That was all right. So yeah, so that's the gist of it.
I'm done.
Right there. There's more. We gotta keep the laugh.
I don't even
But a lot of testimony to display the domestic abuse. There's a lot of testimony that to display racketeering, but people have a hard time associating the two because a lot of it just sound like bad character. So right now it's a little confusing because people are saying what these charges got to do with anything. You are also dealing with the feds. So there's more, but just the gist of it was from what you heard so far. What do you guys think?
Man, that's
You can get off.
yeah, it's gonna be. What is there? I mean,
Feel free to ask questions. I
That
can
they
answer them.
okay. So where's the what is the main crime they trying to accuse him?
Trafficking.
Sex trafficking, racketeering.
Who's
So
the victims under sex trafficking?
So Cassie is victim number 1.
Okay.
They haven't announced the other 2 victims yet.
Oh, it's more.
There's more.
Here's more.
We don't know who the victims are. But even using Cassie, who's like the star witness that everybody knows, you can tie that together. Them traveling, them saying that they did pay for escorts, the escorts doing things at certain requests from both Cassie and Diddy.
I think if it's strictly off Cassie, I just think because what I've been told and what I read and what I've even seen, his defense attorneys is really doing a good job of muddying up that shit. Just as not saying, just making it seem like it wasn't what it was seen. It was consensual, that she was down for whatever.
Yeah, because I'm like,
so they're doing their job, and I'm not condoning anything he's done or saying that she's not a victim, but they are doing it. When I've read, they are doing their job and trying to make it seem like she was for everything. What I've also read, it was that it's not necessarily her. It's the other witnesses that they're not saying who's really gonna put the nail in the coffin. So
because they was in like a consensual relationship, right?
That's what they kind of
They was
banging
together,
Yeah,
so
they
it's
were together.
like,
They saying what they put it as is. I thought it was on Eating Breakfast. The defense is like that was his lady. They were in a relationship. They putting all that together, but they saying it's not her. They just trying to lay the foundation with her. It's the other witnesses that's really gonna tie some shit together.
any names come up?
Nah, they ain't said nothing. I know they had Don.
They had Don on there, but Don wasn't speaking as a victim. She was speaking as a witness for Cassie.
They blew through that shit.
Was they both on coke? With
Let's say I know she was on opioids. I forgot what drug he was on, but apparently one of the drug at some point he actually overdosed, which they covered up in the news and said he had like some type of like heart condition, whatever. But he actually had overdose.
Martin shit.
So, hey, it was when he was caught. He had like this like pink cocaine and shit like that.
Bath salt.
So.
Yeah, see, it's a lot of
It's a
variables.
lot. It's a lot. So that's it. I think they paint that picture in that. But even with Don going up there as a witness, they said they flat out called her a liar.
She could be telling the truth now, but the fact that she didn't say it before is gonna come off a certain way.
Yeah.
She said she caught a dude on ketamine, cocaine, and Molly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know Molly,
Yeah.
ketamine, and cocaine.
Dang.
Mm.
Both of them was on there.
That roller coaster ride.
See, now the thing about it is what people have to, in any type of case, especially if you're in a relationship, the confusion could be that's my woman, that's your man, whatever the case may be. All it takes is one incident to say one way or the other.
Yeah.
So in this case, for Cassie, what did come out is the fact that the situation that came out on the tape was her walking away from a freak-off.
Well, you just don't know what actually happened in these spaces. Well, I'm not condoning anything that did actually happen, because that you did whoop ass in that video. Yeah. Like, it's no way around it. But they keep putting out this is not a domestic case.
Man, yeah, I need some more information, bro. I can't. I ain't got no words really, cause
because one thing is this, and it was a cousin over there talking about it, and when it gets shit like this, I don't talk about it because I'm not that knowledgeable about it. I don't know the law like that, but I do know somebody who does know the law. She's kind of got me a gist of it. She says the feds, they a slow burn. If they got something, they got something. So what she was telling me, she says they'll see if they can win a case off of something small, and then they see it's going a certain way. Then they start pulling out the big shit.
Yeah, it's like the ace.
Right. So it's like, okay, cool. So this method ain't working. So we're gonna take because it's all under the same umbrella. We just want to see what we can get off. Okay, cool. We can't get this off. We're gonna get this off. I was like, shit. So if you're arrested by the feds, that means they have
something. They have something. They already, and I'm gonna transition after this. When they actually arrested him when he came to New York, they found him with some of the stuff that, like, they found him with baby oil.
This nigga is baby oil.
He still had baby oil in his bag. Baby oil and $90,000 in his bag.
You could have. Why'd you take it with you? You could have just took my baby oil from Walgreens.
Astroglide.
Not the Glide.
Not
the Glide.
Yeah, baby oil, bags of drugs, and lubricant.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Glide?
So you had it's been put out there that they raided your house with tons of baby oil, and you still got baby oil on you.
Y'all know what the Glide is for, bro? Like, real shit. Y'all know what the Glide is for?
No,
yeah.
what's
the Glide, that's for
the
some
Glide.
rough shit, bro.
For the Glide.
Bro,
for the
that's
Glide.
Glide is easy access, my nigga.
For the Glide.
My homeboy who in that industry, he said once you put the Glide on, you can get in anywhere. So if Diddy walk around with some Glide, Diddy wildin'.
Oh.
And you got baby oil, Diddy out here sliding the home run. He not even stopping at first, second, and third. That nigga just said. Boy, that's some serious shit, bro. So this nigga wildin', bro.
Wow.
So one thing that's been put out there, and we can quickly adjust, just kind of move away from this, but in a bigger scale, between him, Shannon Sharpe, and Tory Lanez, is there an attack on black men?
Nah, man. So you know what? Let me not say that. Let me not say that because I think that's tricky, real shit. Because is it an attack if you actually did something wrong? Now, granted, I think there is a other shoe drop type shit. Like it is a coincidence that all of a sudden I want to. Oh, okay, you know what? It's time. It's time. Okay, who fucking up? Okay, we know Shannon been fucking up, so now it's time to pull Shannon to the carpet because we're trying to distract you from some other shit. But is it an attack if you are doing something wrong?
I mean, Tory's situation just crazy. It's all over the place. But now they saying that they got some witness coming forward say he didn't do it.
Okay, yeah. I was just gonna say. Let me make that clear because people run off with just reading the security part.
Yeah,
it was Kelsey's security guard, not the security guard that was in the car. It was Kelsey's security guard who overheard her say that she did it. So it wasn't the guy that wasn't in the car.
Why does she need a security guard? Is she famous?
Well, at the time of the trial. You know what I
mean? Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
But of course, I'm quite sure she got some fame now because of this case.
Yeah.
But she did.
He said he heard her do it, and he couldn't live with the fact that he heard this all this time, so that's why he finally came forward. The actual security guard did come, but he came to the trial too late. So
what he was saying?
He didn't necessarily say what he was going to say.
Oh.
So we don't know his perspective of what actually happened.
But my thing is, okay, cool.
Officially, whatever.
My thing is if you're Tory, you're not a hood nigga, you're not nothing, and you know you didn't shoot somebody, Shorty did, it should have been a deal somewhere. Look here, if I didn't shoot somebody, if this ain't a drug deal or some shit I'm benefiting from, if it's like that, I ain't snitching. If I did it, if I was in it with you, then I'm in it with you. Yeah. I'll do my bid. You know what? Fuck, I knew what it was. I'm doing my bid. But shorty, if you out here, and you accidentally shot shorty, man, I'll pull them fast to the side. Look here, this bitch. This bitch. I ain't saying no name, but hey, this bitch.
You ain't taking it for her?
Not for my career. And at the time, Tory was hot.
Yeah, he was.
Nigga, you lost it, bro. You're not getting that back. You're not getting that back. Tekashi been trying. He been trying. Yeah. You're not getting that back. Music has changed 3 times since he been in jail.
When did the Shannon case start? He's still rolling.
He got his own shit.
Shannon's good, bro. Shannon's straight.
That's
straight, huh?
why he said. That's why supposedly he's taking the hiatus from ESPN to the preseason.
They're gonna bring him back.
There's gonna be some type of
this is gonna be taken care of, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna be that. Because if this man say, nah, put the whole 30 out, it's something in that 30 we need to see. He told him, don't put 15 seconds out.
And they was threatening to put that 15 seconds
out.
Yeah.
Because you was in there calling me nigga. put the whole 30 out.
Yeah.
Nah, if I'm going to look bad, we going to look bad together. Yeah. We was doing some role play shit.
Man, right.
Nah, you know a nigga ain't scared when he say, look here, put the whole thing out. He told her. Oh, no, don't put no snippets out, baby.
Right.
Put it all out. Oh, shit. That's what.
Yes, you do.
So that's a no to the question of black men being attacked. Because that's the thing that's out there, that's put out there right now.
So let me say this. Go ahead, H.O. I think 2 things can be true, and I'll stop at that.
It's a semi-attack. I won't say that. Like you say, if you did something wrong, yeah. But everything on this sexual stuff, bro, McNulty from Hawaii, I remember he was going crazy, but all the sexual stuff, bro, it seemed like they get you right there. Like, so it's like, if you get to a certain stature, it's like you got to have an NDA on site.
Well, that's what they do, but if they can come up with it, but if a crime comes up, that NDA don't mean shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, so like the Tory situation, he shot somebody, boom.
Right.
There's Diddy trafficking, boom. Shannon, is it rape? What is the charge?
Okay, so let's go one by one. Diddy, we can say, and Q, you can find the official stuff for Diddy. Racketeering, sex trafficking.
Okay, got that.
All right. So Tory is being charged, if I'm not mistaken, he was charged with
Firearm.
possession of a firearm. He wasn't necessarily in the use of a deadly weapon. It wasn't the fact that he like shot or whatever. It was a firearm situation.
Yeah. Okay.
And plus, technically, where he shot her at is not attempted murder like that.
Right.
Right.
But as far as Shannon's concerned, Shannon's accused. It was not no official charge. It's a civil case.
Oh, it's a civil case.
It's a civil case. That's why people was thinking it's conspiracy because of the $50 million deal that was supposed to be coming up for him. But it's just a civil case of, possible.
Basically, he promised that bitch something. He didn't give it to
Yeah.
her. He promised her something. She didn't give it, so she said, "Oh no."
Where apparently she was jealous of the first thing that got leaked out with Michelle.
Oh yeah. You thought
She got upset about that. They had their, whatever, made up. She moved to Vegas out there with him.
With him.
No, I don't want to say with him, but out in Vegas. I'll just say that.
He put it in the condo.
Yeah. So one of the issues was not the fact that they did anal, it's the fact he didn't have a condom on when they did anal.
Damn.
Also, the sex tape is showing him being super aggressive, like choking her, and because of that, it's basically him pumping her anal with no condom while choking her. That's what the theory is about what tape was going to leak out, was that part right there.
And that's why he's saying, okay, cool.
Without everything else, the conversations, because apparently they like that dynamic shit, like what's not the dominatrix shit.
Yeah.
They like that shit.
And that's probably why he gonna say show the whole video.
Right.
The text threads, all that shit.
She probably was choking him back and called him Big Buck.
Yeah. Big buck. But
I kind of got some context on.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think the Shannon thing gonna go away. People think it's gonna go.
Yeah.
I think he gonna give her bread or some bread, whatever they work out, and that's gonna be the end of that.
they working behind the scenes because it's been extremely quiet ever
Very
since
quiet,
that.
bro.
Ever since
Like,
that
And
initial
plus,
week.
You watch how he move. He get shit out the way.
Yeah.
Like I don't think this is not gonna be that.
And Shannon Sharpe is showing that if you have your own product and you have your own business,
definitely.
you can still maneuver without
And Shay Shay still number 7 on
Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. He's still out here.
Yeah.
and 520. All that's underneath his brand.
Yeah.
So he's straight. So ESPN gonna bring it back. We already know that because it's gonna get settled.
Once
and
they
it's
get
not
settled.
tarnishing nothing because if anything, it's made him more popular. Because
Yeah.
that Michelle thing rose his stock.
Yeah,
Shit, now he with Rose Sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Michelle thing that's what they said. That was
That
was a host because people were saying that he was killing those other rumors, but I don't think that was the case.
Nah, I never thought he was like that anyway. I just think I know older dudes from the South. That's it. That it's not. It's just that demeanor. But nah, I never thought that anyway. But it still raised his profile. Like you get a few $1 million sponsorship.
Yeah.
Like it didn't stop nothing because you gotta be smart to know how to pivot.
Yeah.
He pivoted like crazy. The ESPN deal, he's not. It's not. They didn't say he wasn't getting paid. He didn't say.
No, I just said he's taking a little sabbatical.
Sabbatical with pay. With pay.
With pay.
With pay. They're not. Come on, man. With pay. He's still getting his bread. He gonna pay Shorty off, and this gonna be dead.
All right, so I got a quick activity with this.
Okay.
Slave Sundays is gonna be gonna be postponed.
Oh.
Goddamn,
Who
Chris.
who would have the best episode if they were doing it today? The best episode of Boondocks between Tory, Diddy, and Shannon.
Shannon. His voice, man. Motherfuckers is doing his voice, and it's hilarious. It'd be funny. I don't know what you're gonna do with Tory. I think Diddy stuff too a little. It's a little dark.
Like,
it's a little dark, man.
No, they ain't gotta go that dark.
No,
They,
but
they did the R. Kelly thing.
They did do the R. Kelly. Yeah.
And there's a certain thing I didn't mention, that urination was part of the testimony as well.
Oh yeah. Well, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
She was part of R. Kelly.
yeah.
too.
I didn't want to go further, but yeah,
Man.
it's part of the testimony. No, if I had to pick a story between the three,
Oh, Shannon.
What happened with Shannon? He released that Michelle thing. Then
Yeah.
everybody just kind of like got an image in their head how he be going crazy.
Going crazy. And Boondocks will kind of piece that together, and the voice, and whoever can do his, like, that'll be funny. That'll be hilarious.
See, the thing about it is, I think of like the Thug Nipsey episode, and so you got so much to go back on that you can make funny Diddy about.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff you look back on that you
could,
get questioned now.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with Diddy. I think they could have killed that Diddy episode. I don't know how they would touch the Tory unless they just try to make him like a fake ass R&B star. That I don't know.
But they kind of already did that 3 times already.
Yeah, that's what I say. I don't know how would
they did the Usher one. They did the Chris one. They did it already. They kind of did it already. Yeah. They did it with Chris, and technically it was Michael B. Jordan playing Chris Brown, but it wasn't Chris. But yeah,
Michael B. Jordan was brought up in the case as well.
For what?
Apparently, him and Cassie and Michael B. Jordan were doing a movie in South Africa.
It never came out.
I don't know. I didn't know anything about the movie, but apparently Diddy got a little jealous and wanted to.
He wanted to smash.
He called him up, or he tried to call him up, or something to that nature.
Michael, please, don't smash my girl. We'll have to ask your glad.
So did the Kid Cudi situation come in?
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, that I heard about.
It sure did. It did come up.
This is wild, bro.
Even to the point where to show the. See, this is where it all depends on what side of the fence you on, how you take this story, to where the point where even while she was dealing with Kid Cudi, she still did a freak off or two while dating Kid Cudi. Because in how she described it was, that was like her work. If it wasn't in the recording studio, it was being in the freak offs. And they're doing wild, 4-day freak offs.
That's wild, because you really think about it like this, it's niggas out here right now that know they smashed Cassie. That's wild to me, bro. Like, I don't know if I can, unless I'm in that world of like some real swinger shit or whatever, but to be like that and to see this shit, like, what if you were actually there?
The escorts?
Yeah, and you sitting back and you watch all this shit play out. Yeah. Either you got to pay off NDA, whatever you did, and you say to yourself, yeah, man, oh yeah, I did that. Like that's the, and then it just seems like it's lay on top of lay. This shit wild.
The layers is wild. I don't know how her husband did it, Cassie, but he had to sit there
and listen to this shit
and listen to everything. It's one thing to have a conversation with somebody and they tell you their business, but when you have attorneys drilling you about your sexual experiences in front of everybody, having her read text message in front of everybody, she could tell you one thing. Right. But it's another thing to be sitting there and really hearing the details, and then the nigga that did the shit is right there. You can't do nothing.
Right there.
Shout out to him, man.
Right there too, also too, and you hearing. I know it gotta be a mental state because his lawyer's job is to poke holes in her argument. Oh, yeah. And as a man, that can fuck with you mentally. You're like, damn, was she telling the truth? Like, I don't care how you're gonna support your wife.
Yeah.
But if you hear you're human. To not second guess them if you hear somebody making a possibly logical explanation or poking a hole in your argument. Like, oh no, you didn't say that in your testimony in private. This is what you said. And you say like it'll make you look at your wife like, damn, babe, what's going on? And then you hear, multiple people say she was passed around. Like, you gotta be a secure dude. Even after this, they gonna need some counseling.
And the fact that she did it 8.5 months pregnant.
That's freak off?
No, not a freak off. Not a freak off. The going to this guy. He just had to say. He just had to say.
Hey, don't act like it ain't going down.
Hey, I know some dudes are still rocking it with the belly, bro. They don't care.
Yeah.
A freak off though.
Move over.
It's also move over.
Hey.
I know a couple of dudes that didn't stop until it was time to induce. They was getting busy. Bro.
What would you? All right, maybe not at the level of. Maybe we shouldn't say freak off.
No, it was freak off, bro.
No, I'm saying what the question I was getting ready to ask was like.
Ask it. Go ahead. I already know you're going with this one. Go ahead and ask it.
All right.
Because I got an answer.
Okay. All right. Maybe at the level of freak off like Diddy, right? But what's your level of freak off?
We've all been there. And I'm not. This my answer's not gonna be long. I don't know about other states, but if you live here, we've had them hotel parties where only one room could have been. We only can afford one room, 2 queen sizes, 2 beds, and everybody was in their thing. That shit. You think about it now. That's a mini freak off.
Yeah.
So orgies are considered mini freak offs.
You know what? I wouldn't even say this was the orgy because.
So you saying a train? Maybe we shouldn't talk about this.
I'm not even talking about that. It'll be, oh shit, we got a room and you got a girl, everybody and they in their prospective spaces doing their thing, and it's no one. You just with your person, but you in the corner, you this end of the bed, you on that end of the bed.
So that's a freak off. That's
so yeah.
Everybody just sitting there going wild.
Now
with their
prospective partners.
Okay.
But now, now I don't know if people was going beyond that at a young age because this was happening young. This was like 16, 17 years old, right. And you get your older brother, older sister, get you a room at the. I don't want to say no hotels because we know I ain't thinking about you in trouble, but we know them. House in 103rd, but good, but that's some wild shit.
Yeah, it is kind of wild if you think about it.
That shit was happening.
Yeah,
for real. I've been on one. I had to get the fuck out of there.
It was too much.
It was. I told Shorty, come on, baby, we gotta. This ain't. I'll go get another room. This is wild.
Yeah.
This is certain shit you don't want to see.
Yeah.
See, and that's my fact. Before you go ahead,
I'm done, bro. That's wild. I'm good.
Yeah, it's certain stuff, man. I really think about it. Seeing this stuff in the past and hearing this, nah.
So what would be? I guess I'll say this. Not knowing what you know now, with
I gotta shut the fuck up.
I told you, bro. I'm gonna incriminate myself, bro.
All right, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that's what I'm gonna switch you real quick.
Saratoga. Sorry.
Know what you know now, and then knowing some of the stuff you've heard. What is off limits for your freak off?
Shit, the freak off itself, bro. That's the shit itself, bro. Like, man,
why I say it was a semi-war, bro? Because it's like, what can you do? Like, I want to know since when has been rules in the bedroom. Like, because it's like, okay, Shannon getting attacked for anal sex. That's what you saying?
Anal sex without her permission, without a condom.
So, wait a minute, hold on.
And also emotional distress, non-consensual recording, threats, and violence. Okay, that's,
So that's why, but is the reason why he's saying show the whole 30. That's the reation why.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure that whole 30 might debunk some of the stuff she's arguing about.
All right, so yeah, let's so I'm gonna make sure with my editing purposes, Larry's question is clear.
Go ahead, bro.
You're asking when did it become rules in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
If you with your somebody you about to indulge sexual activity with, right? So it's like, is it that they lay down rules before y'all got in there, or you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that, or when you in the act, sometimes you in the act.
Okay, so
does it depend on who you doing it with?
I was just gonna say, so like,
how's that going?
Are you talking are you being general, or are we talking about certain cases?
General.
Okay.
If it's general, I think who. So okay, if we're not talking about, it depends on the person, then you should already know what that person's boundaries are. It depends on how long you've been fucking with them or doing whatever. If it's just general, we talking about like a one night stand shit, or if it's a one night stand shit, I don't think you should bring out your whole free package out the gate.
Well, if that's what they own,
then that's what you own. But then also too, look here, if it's a one night stand, you got to be prepared for anything. Because you don't know this person like that. It could be our first time. So
but see, if you bring out your freak out stuff, you might scare a person.
Look like, okay,
like
risk that. Now, as long as you ain't bring out no cameras, like that's wild.
I'm gonna say, like, I mean, just like think about it, right? Like we keep mentioning the freak out, but like, just imagine on the flip side, right? Someone says to you, "Hey, I'ma hire an escort."
See,
they gonna come, right?
Right.
You gonna do your thing. I'm gonna be in the corner taking care of myself while you do your thing. That's gonna get me off, so that way me and you can get off. Now, for you, especially if it's like a female, you might be into that. But what if this person have like certain like criteria of the type of woman they want to bring in, a woman that you may not like? Would you like? Are you still gonna engage or what? Because if people been doing all their life, they're gonna bring up what they do. And that's what he probably did. It was like, look, man, I want to try this freak off with you. This is what I call it, a FO. We gonna do this. I'm gonna have these escorts. They gotta have a certain size, and then I'm gonna be in the corner. You know what I mean?
Well, what happened was it was just she was there kicking it, you know, and the party changed.
That's even worse.
Yeah, now that's kind of crazy.
That's even worse.
But honestly, that's usually how it happens. It's like I don't groom you. I just bring you into the situation. You see what it is, and then you let me know if you down for whatever. You see where the party's at.
So, you know, I know y'all heard of lifestyle parties, right?
Yeah.
Elaborate. What's the lifestyle party? For the audience sake.
Man, I gotta go get my
Chris,
phone,
hey, Q, pull up what's the lifestyle
I'll
party.
pull that shit up, bro.
Now we gotta go there, man. We have to go there because it's like.
Let's see what it is.
Why you leave the seat, man? We still can see you, dog.
Oh, all right.
He started laughing. You can't start laughing before that kick him out.
Hey,
All right, a lifestyle party in Chicago, Illinois.
In Chicago, Illinois, huh?
That's the difference, nigga.
Could refer to several different types of events, including parties that focus on home and lifestyle themes, such as those listed on the Eventbrite. It could also refer to alternative lifestyle events that involve socializing and possibly adult-oriented activities,
Olympia Fields.
according to TNA Nightlife. Additionally, some lifestyle parties could be related to recovery and wellness,
You know who that
with
lifestyle
groups
parties?
focusing on improving lifestyles
You
and
know who that
promoting
lifestyle
health.
parties?
Like the lifestyles groups like the Last
He in
Doors
there now.
Recovery Society.
He right now. It's the
So-
reason why he in jail now because he had lifestyle parties.
so when we talk about adult lifestyle parties been going on, so some like swingers parties, you know the swingers, you know all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will and Jada.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but hey, listen, bro. So will all that stuff be considered freak offs? That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't. To be honest with you, I know we using the word freak off, but I think that's just something that.
Also, whatever. It was.
I mean, I guess. I don't know, man. I think to answer your question, I want to say yes, only because it's probably part of a swinger's lifestyle, right? The different forms of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You kind of are engaging with multiple partners. Some people switch partners. Some people watch other people fuck their mates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So
Hey, but you know what's crazy? Like I pulled it up in TNA Nightlife in Chicago. One of the first things that popped.
Hey, look at So I went to
you went to one?
Dallas.
I'll mess with you.
I went to Dallas one time, and I went to an Uncle Luke party. Shout out to Uncle Luke. So you know Luke is just he a wild boy. Make a long story short, we was in a warehouse. It was a big warehouse, and they had this one room with like plexiglass. You could see right through it with a bed in there. And it was a stripper party, slash I don't know, whoever go in that room finna get wild. It's right there and open. Motherfuckers getting down. And you can look. Then they got strippers all over the place. So I'm like, before you really come across these situations, you would think that stuff is just what it is. You know, if you haven't did your due diligence on like the laws behind it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. This was probably about 20-something years ago I did that, but it's like, man. Matter of fact, it was the porn weekend down there. They had an award show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So it's like, it's just like the stuff that just left from here. That what it's called?
Are you talking about?
What it's called?
Talk about the
You just talked about this recently.
Yeah, that was out Rome.
Oh, you talking about Porn Expo?
It's called Enticing, or what it's called?
Exotic Expo. Yeah, Exotica, something like that.
Exotica. Yeah, Exotica. So it's like,
Well, I mean, essentially, all right. So
Yeah, Exotica Expo.
let's be honest, right? What we hearing is probably the norm to that lifestyle.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it freaks us out,
Yeah.
but to them, they're probably like whoever Diddy's hanging out with is probably doing a lot worse. That there are people around him that's probably doing a lot worse.
Yeah.
That don't necessarily mean that it's legal either.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that people get accustomed to their lifestyles, and sometimes times change to where like sexuality, people are more open to express whether they felt uncomfortable about something. You know what I mean? Like even like Freaknik. Freaknik can't happen today.
No, not the way.
No, not the way that.
Not the way. No,
Right.
not
It's
the way.
wild. Yeah.
Not the way. Not the way it was. It turned out to be. Nah,
Yeah.
not at all.
Not at all. So I mean, certain things
But
are
they
with
normalized that stuff at one point in time. We was kids when Freaknik was going on, bro.
yeah, we didn't know any better.
But we heard about it like, oh
Yeah, we
man,
heard
I
about
want
it.
when I
Shit.
grew up, I want to go to Freaknik. Like it was a
thing.
there was a thing they normalized it. So it's like, man,
Like to keep it a bug with you, when I lived in Vegas and I got invited into a lifestyle party, it's overwhelming if you're not accustomed to it. It's overwhelming as hell. Like you find out what you really are about and what you like and who you are when you're in those environments. It was went, and then all of a sudden the party shifted, and you like, okay. And then you see the comfortability these people have. They're like,
yeah,
they skin. Like
Yeah.
you seem to eyeball out.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's why they.
And you thinking you freaky, and nah, bro, you ain't nowhere near it. Just because you eat some cooch,
Right.
nah, bro, they eating more than cooch.
They is getting wild.
They getting wild. So it's like if you have to really be. It's like it's norm. That's the norm, and it's still parties out here like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm quite sure there's some stuff happening right now.
Oh, yeah, it's going.
It's still
It's
parties
just
out
they
there like
do it
that.
more discreetly, and they probably do it with a,
It's a community,
Yeah.
It's definitely a community.
and it's crazy about it is these are people who are just regular people. This is not famous people with money.
Oh no.
This is just regular people who work in CTA.
Yeah.
They mail carriers. Some of them ain't got no jobs. It's just it's a community thing.
All right, so let's play that scenario. Right?
Niggas that work at Harold's.
You at a party, you got invited by somebody, and then the room shifts. What exactly is going to make you leave the room?
Yeah, bro, I'm not at this point in my life, bro.
What's going to make you leave the room?
Hey, I'm out the way, bro. I'm out the way.
I'm out the way.
Now, but like I
I'm out
said,
the way, bro. Nah.
younger.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
What,
But
I said,
like,
what's
I'm
going to make you
thinking, like,
leave?
let me
What's
see
going to
what's
make you
going
leave
on.
now?
Oh, me leave now?
Not leave. Right.
Honestly,
What's going to make you leave now?
once I see you pull out your mans, I'm out.
Right.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
man, look.
And then one thing, if you gotta talk to me while your man, get the bruh. I'm out, bruh.
Like,
Once I
we-
see it, I'm gone.
Like, talk about, man. Hey, fam.
Nigga, we
Hey,
why are you
hey.
talking to me, bruh? Like,
Yeah, I
like
don't
we
like-
cool, bruh.
When the old heads come out the gym and they just, hey fam, I'm putting my headphones. Don't say nothing to me in here, man. Walked around,
Don't talk
you
to me,
ass
bro.
naked in the locker room, bro, talking like it's a
Hey, fella, you saw the game? Nigga, what the fuck are you
Put
on?
some fucking clothes on.
Nah,
Then
like that's like H.O. said, young me. Oh, I always say just to be curious.
Yeah.
I would have been so.
But how curious would you really be?
You know, honestly, if I was younger, I would just want. It would be your mind is just.
Yeah.
I want to see how far this go. Like you want to go in a room and see somebody fucking. You're like, oh shit, they really getting busy in there.
Right.
Now, 38-year-old Chris,
Right.
I smell something that smell wrong. I'm leaving. If I'm like, nah, wait a minute, what? Nah, shorty, what? And then don't let me see the shorty I've been trying to talk to all night out here in the corner getting worked on. Nah,
Yeah.
what?
Well,
This
she
whole
working
time,
something else. She going crazy.
nah.
As soon as that red light come on, I'm out. I'm sorry.
that's
As
like-
soon as they change the light
I'm
bulb to
good,
that
bro.
other color, I'm
I'm
out.
good. Nah, it's like that's not me. Like
Nah,
the furthest I'll go is a threesome in my own home. And honestly, that has been in the works. That would be something that had been in the works. We talked about it. Some boundaries has been set. Shit like that. Not a party that has no boundaries. I'm good, bro. 40-year-old Chris can't. I need boundaries.
Right.
I need rules.
Hey. Yeah,
Chris, you cannot touch this. Bet. No problem. You cannot take. You nigga, you. Stay your ass over there, bro. Stay your ass over there. Don't touch me. Don't look at me. Nah, it's like that, bro. Like it made me think about them hotel joints, bro. That shit was nasty, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but you know,
no, bro.
No. I'm not saying it's right at all. But even in that case, your thought was
I was young, bro.
You was trying to get some, and that was the only place you was getting it from. You're not purposely going to a party or participating in a party where you engaging in group activities beyond your norm.
And then too, like a friend of mine's, we had talked about this years ago, and he was saying to me because he still kind of is in the lifestyle a little bit. He said them communities, now granted, they all have boundaries for their own little belief, for their own things, and some don't do this, some do that. But he said you have that collective that they free for all. It's whoever touch who whenever.
Yeah, no, that's what they do.
Nigga, you touch me. Nigga, you touch me.
Nobody tap you on the shoulder.
Oh, bro, the girl fucking crazy.
With the Johnson out. It's so crazy.
Hey, big dog, scoot over. Nigga, what?
Right.
Scoot over.
So
you done? Nigga.
You want to turn?
And looking at me, I'm looking at you, dog. Get your ass.
Stop looking at me, nigga.
So bad. I had ran to somebody I know. This was some years ago, like when Kenwood Liquors was open, right? I ran to this cat. He like, yeah, man. He asked me, do I still talk to a certain individual? I'm like, I talk to him when I see him. Like, he like, man, he a wild boy. He was like, I ran into him. You know, I ain't saying, yeah, man, come kick it with me, this and that, right? He's like, he got chicks and everything. He's like, next thing you know, these niggas just get ass naked. Everybody get ass naked, right? He like, well, we all in the front of the living room. So he like, next thing you know, he like, man, look. He like, he see the chicks get ass naked, so he sat down. He's like, man, him a dude. He like, dude, he no pussy. He's like, I see dude jacking the man meat off. I say, what? I'm like, nah, never him, bro. He was like, if I'm lying, he's like, I put that on everything I love, bro. He's like, I look, and he gonna look at me talking about, man, come on, man, get you. And he was like, man, I'm gone. And I was like, for real?
Nah,
He's
bro,
like, yeah, bro. He's like, man.
If you touching another man's meat.
He was like, no, man. He was like, what you? He's like, no, we ain't gay, bro. We this just. I'm like, oh.
Why does he say?
Yeah.
You're on the down low. That means you're having sex with men,
man,
dude.
It take me everything about the whole back when I see this dude. I be like, man, hey, man, did that? I'm gonna ask him, that shit really happen, bro?
You out here touching dick?
Or getting your whoop whoops, getting your whoop whacks.
Nah, man. Like, so let me just put this in context. People are allowed to do whatever they want, man.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
And but
you don't agree?
You don't want to get bamboozled?
That's all I'm saying. Like, well, and I don't judge anyone for doing what they want to do, and with the confines of their home or their private life.
Yeah.
That is on them, and I'll never judge anybody for that. That's cool. But when if you're gonna be in that type of atmosphere, in that type of environment, in that type of community, you gotta be willing to let go.
Yeah. Hey,
you gotta be willing to let go.
Meaning but I'm saying that's that community. Like,
yeah, like
you
gotta, it'd be like,
yeah.
okay, I'm like, I'm thinking you gotta.
Which means you gotta go in there with a. That's
what I was trying.
But that's why that's why my homeboy, he was like this. You can't be a hood dude going into type of environments.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Our dudes that grew up in the hood mindset different.
Yeah.
You going there only thinking about whatever you thinking about. Because some hood dudes on there with is doing other activity. But if you going in there on some, I'm about to fuck everybody, nah, bro.
No.
Because that same girl you getting ready to touch, her husband puts on your shoulder.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, fam, you.
You about to put someone. But two, it's. And also too, but then you got the other community, you got the swinging community that's not like that.
Yeah.
It's strictly that we just switching off whatever.
Right.
You gotta be prepared for that too, because you see somebody else going shit on your wife,
Yeah.
bruh. I'm too competitive. I'll be looking for his wife. Where his wife at? Nah,
Whoever
bruh.
get it right now.
Right.
Get up.
Get up, big dog. Nah, you brought this on yourself. But nah, you got. That's why you gotta be.
Yeah, you gotta know.
It's not for everybody. So
Yeah.
even with Diddy stuff. And we talking about, that's a different level. That's money.
Yeah. Ooh.
We talking about
Yeah.
You talking about money, sex,
money
drugs.
and the ambition not to have. No, it's not even a word there, bro.
Yeah. That's.
That money, because it's power.
Yeah,
so
it's
everybody
power.
in there, whether they under the influence, whether they're being forced, coerced, it's a room. It's a space of no does not exist.
Yeah.
And for people who did not want to be, that's unfortunate. For people who are there because they like whatever, but that's a scary space to be in, bro.
Yeah.
In a space where no does not exist.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey Q. When are you leaving the party?
So when am I leaving the party?
Keep staying. Keep staying.
But here's the thing, like
You said here's the thing, then that just you just
He said, I'll pass out the Astro glass.
see, in certain situations, if I get invited to a party and it all of a sudden go left, I'll read the room first to make sure it's going to a certain left for me to go right. And
bars.
so
But what if you don't see it coming?
Yeah, what if you don't see it
What if
coming?
you don't see it coming? Like the party's the cocktail party up until all of a sudden you see the waiters come out with their shit out.
oh, that's when it's time to go. That's what's trying to evacuate the premises. Shit.
Hey, man.
Man, you go think about face.
It's trying to evacuate the premise. Wow.
If they pulling out Astro Glide, I got to slide.
Man.
About face?
Q. Hey.
Oh man.
Kick me fat as hell. Ooh, what's going on?
You say what? No.
Go put both hands up.
They pull out the Astro Glide. I got to slide. No.
Oh shit! I just seen that. Hold on.
Where Chopps at? Where Larry at? Why they leave me?
What you mean? What you mean that go? What you mean that go?
Oh
Mary
man.
Mann still here. Oh shit.
Okay. All right.
Fuck, I can see that shit in my head right now.
I gotta ask the audience before I do this activity. When are y'all leaving the party, or are you staying? Let us know.
Oh shit.
If you see that red light come on, whether you staying or not. You good?
This nigga Q, man. So God.
Dude, I'm serious, man.
I can see this nigga getting upset like a motherfucker. What you mean? Fuck is this red light for?
Hey,
Why they dicks out? Why they out? Where these niggas' parents at?
Oh God, you gonna scare the shit out of Q.
You gonna be mad as fuck. Oh, I can see this nigga now.
Cause you know he gonna be in the corner eating some
You
chicken
know he
wings
gonna
or
be mad as
something.
fuck.
He gonna be eating some chicken wings, not paying attention to what's going on.
That's the problem, though. He won't be paying attention.
Right.
He will not. He gonna look up.
Right.
Hold on, wait.
Right.
Why they got no pants on? No. I don't need that.
I don't like to get in places and be all up in.
See, shut
A
up.
little bit of mix, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
I just like to be in the background anyway.
Yeah. That means you should be the first one seeing what's happening, not in the mix.
Right. Yeah. None but ass.
Doesn't matter.
Cause you in the back.
Man.
Hey, this shit play out. He gonna be by the door watching the waiters come out.
Oh man, I seen this question. Not exactly it was posed, but this is a quick activity. Best 3-album producer. So basically, who the producer with the best 3 albums? Dre's Straight Outta Compton, Chronic, and Crying 2001 versus Kanye's first 3 albums.
Oh man.
Come on, graduation, late registration, and
Grad.
late registration.
College dropout, late
registration.
registration, and graduation.
Shit. I gotta go with Ye.
I do too.
Don't get me wrong. I think Chronic.
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton.
In 2001.
I'm sorry. I forgot all 3 of those albums that Drake did. But I think out of all 3 of them, Chronic's the strongest. But Ye's, all 3 of them are strong in his own right.
All right. Let me switch one of the albums then. Instead of Crying 2001, you put Doggy Style.
Then Dre. Then I gotta go with Dre. If you put Doggy Style, then it's Dre. Wait a minute. Are we talking about, you said instead of 2001?
It's still 2001. So Straight Outta Compton, Chronic, Doggy Style.
That's a hit too. That's crazy. That's a tough one. Because we know what Straight Outta Compton is. That's
Yeah.
Because actually, I think that was the actual original question. Who had the best 3-album run between the producers?
we know what Straight Outta Compton was. Straight Outta Compton. And then when he came out with a solo, Chronic was, and then Doggy Style.
Yeah, they was.
That's a run, bro.
They was them, but
But that run with Ye, them 3, especially them 3, that's a hard one. My gut tone, I damn.
I am going to go with
Ye.
Ye
I'm going with Ye.
by
He inched it.
inch,
Right, inch.
only because of subject matter. Because Chronic and Doggy Style, they just go crazy.
Crazy. It was going crazy.
right.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Lick on their nuts and suck.
See, and here we go. If I fuck, we all go fuck. See,
Right.
all that
Ain't no
is-
fun.
right. If I always say, no. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
The theme of Ye's first 3, yeah. Jesus Walk, you saw that coming.
Yeah.
Good Life,
Yeah.
shit, Ride Slow.
Well, yeah, my little homies
Just
used to
said 9th of May.
Yeah. Drive slow.
Yeah.
All
Rose-
Falls Down was the beast.
Roses,
Yeah.
like them 3.
Yeah. he was
Yeah,
on wild.
I'm gonna go Ye. I think them 3, and it could be the Chicago on me. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
Oh, you can't go wrong with either one.
but no,
honestly.
you really can't, because if you from the West Coast, I can see you saying Drake.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm
And
quite
then
sure they
two,
don't.
I can't. I wouldn't argue with either. Like
Nah,
No, I ain't arguing shit
because
with this.
Doggy Style is a fucking classic.
right.
All of
Chronic
them
is
are.
classic, and we already know what Straight Outta Compton did for this music.
Yeah,
Period.
1000%.
So,
Yeah, that's
but
what
I'm gonna go with Ye, and honestly, he ain't smoking it, but I'm gonna go with Ye.
Okay, far from smoking it. Q, what you got? Who you picking?
I mean,
What you say? Pants.
yeah, you gotta have the pants, you know. No, oh man, it's hard. Like I guess I'll go with since I grew up all Dre, I go with Dre. You know, that's
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, I grew up off
Can't get
Dr.
mad
Dre.
at that. No, you got it's an argument. It's an argument. You can make an argument both.
It really is.
Mike Epps, Katt Williams. Who's funnier?
Cat.
Mike.
I'm on Cat.
Mike Epps.
Cat. I haven't seen a classic Mike special.
You haven't?
Not for me.
Okay.
I think Pimp Chronicles is classic, which gave you American Hustle.
Okay.
Like
Do 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 do.
that's a movie, nigga. That's a movie, nigga.
So you said okay.
So no, don't get me wrong. His specials got good. He had some good specials. But
But
Nah, I said
judging about specials.
I was just gonna say I said who's funnier.
funny. That's for me. It's Cat, because granted you got that, but then, Money Mike, Bobby Shaw, My Wife and Kids, like Cat, and two. Honestly, I think overall. I think Cat got more range. I think Cat's proven he can do more range. Now, Mike Epps had more opportunity to do more range. I thought he was gonna be a horrible Richard Pryor. I never agreed with that.
Who, Mike?
Yeah, I never agreed with that casting in the first place.
Why not? He kind of, if you give him like a low fro, he kind of look
No,
like him.
looking like it and acting is two different things.
I mean, you say he was the best actor, but you never know.
I think he would did an excellent job.
I been say you never know. You put somebody in that position. So you said, but you said Katt Williams funnier.
I think Katt Williams funny.
You said Mike.
Mike.
Why you say Mike?
He's just a funnier guy. You know, he way funnier. Well, I ain't gonna say way, but he funnier than Cat to me. You know, he plays some nice roles. You know.
I really don't know who to pick. I just kind of just threw that out there.
I don't care. I like Cat.
I think I'll probably
He roll with Mike.
I can see you rolling with Mike.
Yeah.
who me?
Yeah.
I can see you rolling with Mike.
That's not necessarily true. I don't know. Because if I say stand up, then that's a toss up. Because it all depends on. See, now I'm getting technical and shit. Shit, fucking even acting. I don't know. Like I said, that Friday shit. The what's his name?
Money Mike.
Money Mike is classic.
Yeah,
Classic. Yeah, character's classic.
Just as a character, I mean, Day Day's funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that role took over that movie.
Money Mike.
Yeah, that role did a lot for that movie. And they
That's
need
because of Damon though.
Yeah, but they need.
You said because of Damon.
Damon helped Money Mike really.
Nah.
No.
They could have got any big motherfucker to play that.
Yeah.
Play that role.
Cat would have been Cat.
And the only reason why is that role because Tiny was old.
Was that what it was?
You couldn't have that old ass nigga.
Why not? Shit.
You know what? He ain't chasing no damn body. That nigga's old as shit.
He still got to get his rematch. That's my bike, punk.
He did. That got cracked again. Shit.
With a brick.
So
You think
nah.
that fight was fair?
Yeah.
Looking back at it?
Yeah, it was fair. Hella fair. It was fair.
Yeah.
It's a street fight, nigga. I'm not fighting your big ass one on one, nigga. And I was losing.
He technically lost the fight, and
Nigga,
then he
right.
threw a brick and had another fight.
You right, nigga. Nah, you hear me? The chokehold, beating the shit out of my chest.
Yeah.
Ha, like a fucking Hulk. And then
crazy
put me to
out there,
sleep.
right here.
Threw me on a fucking. First of all, once you toss me on a fucking car, nigga, fight over it. Nigga, I'm about to find anything and crack it. And he did exactly what it did. I would have cracked. First of all, I would have been through no punches in the first place. I would have cracked that nigga the first chance I got. And two, the first of all is, if you niggas standing around, nigga, Smokey, we should have jumped this nigga in the beginning.
Smokey was running before that.
We should. If my niggas just standing around me getting put to sleep, we not friends afterwards. We're not friends. You watch a nigga put me to sleep. I wish one of you niggas would watch a nigga put me to sleep. Like he watched your father, your mama, your sister.
What was his father gonna do?
Shoot this nigga. You get the brick and knock this nigga out. Y'all watch the nigga put me to sleep.
He sold me a gun. Don't make him no man.
Yeah. I didn't have a gun. Daddy, get a brick and knock this nigga out.
You win some, you lose some.
I was put
You live to fight another day.
That shit was not realistic, bro. Hell nah. Yeah. Ain't no way in hell I'm watching my brother get put to sleep by a nigga and get hit and keep getting fucking gorilla punched in the goddamn chest. Hell nah, nigga. I'm about to shoot this nigga. Let one of you niggas. Let me see a nigga fight y'all. I see y'all nigga get an upper hand on y'all. I'm pushing this nigga in the back of his fucking neck. Nah, hell nah. We about to beat this nigga ass. Get off my fucking brother, nigga. Hell nah.
That's funny.
Let me hear my daddy say, "Get up, Craig. Get up." Mama, divorce this nigga. He just watched your son get his ass beat. I'm about to wake up and eat breakfast the next day together.
Yeah.
That's awkward as shit. We wake up, eat breakfast, and what the fuck we gonna talk about?
You getting your ass whooped.
Right. Shit.
You got knocked the fuck out.
But the next movie, all of a sudden, you help me in that fight, but you got with this big ass nigga in the first one?
Yeah, because they saying you can fight.
Yeah.
I can't fight. Nigga, I got put to sleep. I needed a brick to knock
You want to fight.
Nah.
Nobody thought about that fairness of the fight until now. Yeah. Right now, everybody thought Ice Cube won fair and square against Debo.
Look here. He did what he's supposed to do for street fight. He got slammed on a car, put in a chokehold, and this nigga King Konged his ass in the fucking chest. And then everybody just watching. My best friend that almost got shot over with is watching me get my... Okay.
That's crazy.
Fuck Smokey. I don't know. After I would have woke up from that sleep, I would have whooped Smokey's ass.
I think I'm gonna go with Mike Epps. I'm going with Mike.
I knew it.
I'm going with Mike. Only because
that's more your comedy style.
No, actually, Katt is.
Is he?
Katt is. I can't as of right now. I think of a few jokes from Mike Epps that I could just laugh at. I just can't think any of right now with Katt Williams. We talking about movie roles. I'm gonna think of Money Mike. I'm gonna think of for my wife and kids.
Bobby Shaw. Should I even think of him being in Atlanta?
Wait, never mind. Katt Williams. Forgot about that. Sorry, Larry.
Hey.
Sorry about that.
He said, "I ain't kidding out the bitch. The bitch is. I'm just fucking the bitch. I'm not with the bitch. I'm just fucking the bitch."
That's crazy.
I totally forgot about that.
That's wild as shit. Nah, I'm going Katt.
Any final words from Q, the plumber?
Well,
I got dicks out.
Again, when it come to that, if a light come on, I'm gone.
Activity.